Time is more valuable than money. You can get more money, but you cannot get more time. Jim Rohn. Time. Everyone talks about it, but few truly respect it. Every second that passes, that's gone forever. You can rebuild a career. You can start again after a loss, but you can never buy back a moment that's already moved on. It's in our nature to overlook this. Time feels endless when you're young. You think there will always be another season, another chance, another opportunity waiting around the corner. The older you get, the faster it moves. It's like the clock starts running downhill. And when it picks up speed, that's when you realize it's the most limited resource you'll ever have. The problem is, we live in a world that makes it easy to waste it. Our culture lives on distraction. We scroll for hours, consume meaningless information, and call it connection. We fill our calendars to the brim and tell ourselves, man, we're getting after it. But all we're being is busy. It's like running on a treadmill. Yeah, you sweat. Your body recognizes the movement. You get tired. But in the end, you're still in the same place. Time doesn't care about you. It's impartial. It just passes. And that's why it's dangerous to take it for granted. Think about the past week. How much of that time do you remember? How much of it was intentional? How much was spent on something that's going to matter a year from now? The moment you realize that your time is your life, you start seeing everything differently. Every action without direction, every moment you waste, every hour you give away, it's all an exchange. You're trading a piece of your life for it. So when you're doing it, ask yourself, is the trade worth it? When you start thinking like that, your priorities shift. You stop saying yes to everything that asks for your attention. You start saying yes only to the things that deserve it. You stop filling every moment with noise and instead start protecting the quiet that allows you to think. You stop chasing what looks impressive and start pursuing what feels meaningful. People aren't always going to understand it. They'll say you've changed. They'll think that you're being distant or you're hard to reach. But that's what protecting your life looks like. That's what protecting your time looks like. It's not about doing less. It's about doing what matters most. And when you start to live that way, something powerful happens. You begin to slow down internally while speeding up externally. You start making better decisions faster. You stop second guessing. You gain momentum because you're no longer wasting energy on what doesn't count. That's what valuing time does. It gives you leverage. Now, here's where it gets uncomfortable. Most people don't realize how much time they've already thrown away until something forces them to look at it. A loss, a failure, a diagnosis, a shift that changes what later actually means. Suddenly, you realize how fragile your timeline really is. You realize that the window you thought would always be open, it's closing. It's not about being morbid. It's about being motivational. Because once you see that, you stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop planning endlessly. You just start. You make something happen today. If you're always saying someday, what exactly are you waiting for? Perfect timing? Someone else's affirmation? A sign that's going to guarantee success? It's not coming. There is no perfect time. There's only time and what you choose to do with it. The most successful and fulfilled people have one thing in common. They understand that time is capital. They invest it. They don't spend it carelessly. They don't give it to everyone who asks for it. They treat their hours like assets. They wake up early because those quiet hours buy clarity. They protect their focus because it compounds results. They use discipline because it's the only tool that multiplies time. When you operate like that, every decision gets sharper. You stop being reactive and start being strategic. You stop letting urgency dictate your day, and you start building days that align with your purpose. Because when you master your time, you master your life. What is the grind? It's not just a routine, but the decision we make to wake up, give everything we've got, then find a way to go further. Grind, spelt GRND, is more than a brand. It's a movement, an emotion we all feel connected to as we work daily to pursue our goals and support each other. Founded by a former Army Ranger, Grind Activewear has a clear mission: to give 100% and then some more. In sport, fitness, and in life. Functional, high-quality performance wear that's rooted in American culture. Because you demand gear that outworks the rest. Whether you're on the field, in the gym, or building your own lane, Grind is for those who refuse to settle. Go check out the Grind Collective, that's thegrndcollective.com, and tap into something bigger than clothing. And while you're there, use the promo code TRANSITION15 to get 15% off your purchase. The hard part isn't understanding how to master your time. The hard part is applying it consistently. Because life will always test your priorities. You're going to get pulled into things that sound exciting, but they aren't aligned. You'll get distracted by people who want your time, but they don't respect it. You'll feel the pressure to say yes when your peace is screaming no. That's where boundaries matter. Boundaries aren't walls. They're filters. They protect what's essential. They keep you from trading your hours for things that don't feed your mission. You've probably felt that before. The frustration of ending a week, man, you're exhausted. But then you look back and you're not really sure of what you actually accomplished. That's a symptom of mismanaged time. It's not that you didn't work hard. It's that you worked without focus. Fixing that starts with awareness. Write it down. Track where your time actually goes. 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there. Over a month, that's days gone. Over a year, that's weeks. Over a career, that's potential that's lost forever. Reclaiming your time isn't about becoming a machine. It's about becoming mindful. Whatever owns your attention owns your life. That's why mindfulness and discipline, they work hand in hand. Mindfulness gives you awareness of how you spend your moments. Discipline gives you the strength to spend them wisely. Without both of them, you drift. And drifting is how time disappears, without you noticing it. Most people won't value your time until you do. If you treat it cheaply, they're going to treat it cheaply also. But when you start guarding it, when you start showing up with focus and purpose, people notice. They realize you're serious about your direction, and they start respecting your boundaries. That shift changes everything, from the way you work, to the way you lead, to the way you live. People who respect their time command respect from others. And the benefit ripples outward. When you stop wasting your time, you actually also stop wasting other people's time. You show up ready. You're engaged. You're efficient. You become someone people can rely on because they know you value what can't be replaced. That kind of consistency builds credibility. And credibility compounds quicker than any investment you'll ever make. There's also peace in it. When you live like your time matters, anxiety fades. You stop feeling like you're always behind. You stop chasing and you start choosing. Choosing where to spend your hours becomes an act of self-respect. And that translates into every part of your life, your health, your relationships, your work, your growth. You begin to align everything you do with what actually counts. So ask yourself, what are the things in your life that truly deserve your time? Who are the people who make it richer? What work gives you energy instead of draining it? Those are the things that deserve space on your calendar. Everything else is noise. Can't do everything, and that's okay. Greatness isn't about doing it all. It's about doing what matters most and doing it well. Protecting your time isn't about doing less. It's about doing the right things for the right reasons. One day, all the noise is going to fade. The meetings, the scrolling, the hustle. They're just going to blur together. What's going to stand out are the moments that mattered and the purpose you pursued. You can't get more hours, but you can make the hours you have count. You can treat them as precious currency, which they are. You can build a life that reflects how much you value them. Because when you value your time, you value your life. And that's where everything begins to change. As always, thanks for spending a few minutes with me. Until next time, stay sharp, stay grounded, and keep showing up.